Hey guys, I am back, finally. I know I took a bit of a longish break because of the injury. It's kind of ugly still if you really look at it, because there's like double skin over there where it's kind of healed itself. But I can move my hands and fingers freely now, which is honestly a blessing, and just in time for the holidays too, because I've always really wanted to do like a cookie box situation. I'm also just like very excited that I can finally work on these little projects again. So I might go a little crazy in this video. I'm planning on making a lot of cookies, a lot of different flavors. Most of these will be inspired by the flavors that I personally love a lot. So you'll see a lot of lemon zest, you'll see a lot of matcha, a lot of dark chocolate. There will also be a lot of buttery goodness. All right, so let me get started on the first cookie. So the first cookie I'm making is actually the salted chocolate chunk shortbread. So I didn't do anything too crazy. I did use extra strong dark chocolate though, because I wanted that like robust, dark, like almost bitter chocolate flavor. I also just wanted to go with a shortbread because I wanted this gift box to be like really buttery in terms of cookies, which is why I decided to go with this instead of your average chocolate chip cookie. The second cookie I'm making is a matcha shortbread with caramelized white chocolate. So the first thing I did was to caramelize my white chocolate. It gives it this beautiful golden color. I normally don't really like white chocolate, but I think this method really made it taste a lot more like caramel. Almost like hints of toffee, I would say. Is very, very good. And I thought that would just go so well with a matcha cookie, which is normally not as sweet and can probably help complement that like tea flavor, which I love. I will say for this cookie especially, it was pretty important for me to use a matcha powder that had like a more vibrant green color, because I really wanted it to have that pop of color in, you know, an assorted cookie box. And I have to say this one actually turned out looking fairly green, which I'm very happy about. I could also probably just bake this whole log and eat it like that, but we're not doing that today. I did also try to make this into a rectangular shape, just to make it look a little bit different. I hope it works. Now for my third cookie, I like to call it a peppermint mocha sable. Sable is really just a fancy French word to refer to a buttery cookie. I also added some rye flour in here because I wanted that sort of like toastiness, as well as some coffee, of course. Coffee and chocolate, perfect pairing. I had so much of it growing up. I would get like 90% chocolate and like 1 drop of coffee. Straight off the bat though, I have to say this one smelled so good. I think it's just because I love chocolate. I just love how this looked. It was just like a big chocolate log. Sushi. Accidentally hit sushi here, so sorry. But of course it would not be me if I did not make a cookie with a lot of lemon zest, and so that's what this is. My fourth cookie was a Linzer cookie that I spiced up with some cardamom. I had to use a rolling pin to do this, probably super unorthodox and not recommended, but I didn't have anything else. I also put in a bunch of poppy seeds because I feel like lemon and poppy seeds and cardamom, it's just like a perfect pairing. This is another one of those cookie doughs where, as I was making it, I was just so tempted to eat it because it just smelled so good. It just smelled like lemon and lemon zest and cardamom and spices and all the good things in the world.
For my 5th cookie, I wanted to do a spice cookie of some sorts. I thought about doing gingerbread, but I also wanted to do something new, so I ended up making this brown butter miso spice cookie. There's the miso. I know it sounds crazy, but it actually works. Also for spices, because I didn't have the individual ground spice, I ended up using this pumpkin pie spice mix because it pretty much has all the stuff we need, right? There's like nutmeg and cinnamon and cloves and all that good stuff. It worked out beautifully. This one truly smelled like Christmas. Like out of all the ones, this is it. This is the Christmas cookie. And for my last cookie, I wanted to do a meringue cookie, and I decided to go with a candy cane meringue because it just looks so festive with those bright red stripes. I think I went a little heavy-handed on the peppermint extract in this one, but I had so much fun piping these out. It was great. It's just so satisfying. Piping out meringue is one of the best feelings in the world. And that was my day 1.
It is now day 2. I pulled out my cookie dough, my cookie disc. It smells wonderful. It's still quite hard, so if it cracks, just glue it back together. So I have these cookie stamps, super pretty geometric patterns that we're going to just like press out. We're just going to go ahead and just press that down. Oh yeah. See that? Wow. I love how this looks. I feel like these are such an easy way to like make your cookies look fancy without needing to do anything too crazy. Now I'm using this to kind of stamp out the little shapes I want. Here is a beautiful cookie. Look at that. All right, so now we're just gonna keep on doing this. These look so pretty. I love them. We have a lot more cookies here, more cookie dough left. Like I said, there will be a lot of cookies. I love how neat they look. I think the combination of the cookie stamp and the cookie cutter just like makes for super uniform cookies, and you get to have fun with the patterns. And then once they chill, we'll be ready to bake. Here is my matcha cookie log after a couple hours. It's very hard. You get a little bit of those caramel notes. Remember how I tried really hard to shape it into like a rectangular shape? I feel like I kind of got it. I'm just going to cut it up now into little pieces. Such a beautiful green color. I'm trying to be careful too because this knife is really sharp. It is the knife that cut me, so while they're still cold, I'm just going to put them on the baking sheet. Day 2 of my lemon cookie. I'm just going to roll this out, work that arm strength. Man, after this video, I'm gonna be jacked. This beautiful poppy seed almond lemon zest pattern though. So much texture. Once it's thin enough, I'm gonna use my square cookie cutter. It smells so much like lemon zest. It smells so good. There's gonna be a lot of squares. This. For half of these, I'm going to stamp out a little star shape. with stars because it feels festive. Christmas tree on top, you have a star, right? So that's my logic. Now I'm just laying them out on the baking sheet. This is going to be really great. I feel like an elf right now. A cookie elf. Into the oven we go now. Squish it on top here. Oh boy. Ta-da! I really like how festive this looks. Also, my cutting board just looks like there's stars in the snow. Look at how pretty that looks. Momentary lunch break because this is just taking a long time. I think the only reason I'm not sweating at this point is because it's really cold out. After a couple hours, it is now in a perfectly formed log. So usually I'm a little too afraid of the cookies being too sweet, but it's the holidays, holiday spirit. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll it in sugar, brush this beaten egg all around it. Inside as well. Chocolate chunk chocolate cookies. Onto the baking sheet we go. Sprinkling on some flaky salt. Salty it. Generous amount of salt because there's quite a bit of sweetness in here. Okay, maybe I'm being a little too generous. Into the oven we go. Chocolate rye cookie is now chilled. I feel like you could seriously hit somebody and hurt them with this. Slice it up now carefully with my very sharp knife. Just carefully slicing it. It's okay if there's gaps. I think we'll be able to push it back together. I also smell the coffee I put in there, so very excited. It's like chocolate coffee. There's almost like a toastiness to it. Cookie 2 and cookie 3. Time to put this in the oven. It is another new day. My kitchen is a mess. I definitely felt like Santa's elf yesterday. Slaved away for so many hours straight, but I have all my cookies now. So over here I have Sushi and Sushi Bee. They've just been keeping me company. But if you just take a look at everything else, so many cookies. I would imagine this is what Santa's workshop looks like. So I did some counting and I think I have a total of there are over 300 cookies here. That is absolutely wild. I think that explains why I am so exhausted, but I am very proud that I was able to pull this off. Now I just need to divide them up into little boxes. This is what the holiday spirit is about. Okay, I just need to make sure I don't drop any. Matcha. That's the last one. Because why not? It's festive. And here it is, the holiday cookie box. 6 different types of cookie. 6 cookie. First ever 6 cookie holiday cookie gift box. I just hope that people also enjoy it. Now I'm gonna package it up. So I bought these cute little cards. I just thought it would be nice to, you know, write messages on it, but I also drew my cookies out. I thought it'd be cute to pack it with something like this so then people know what is what. I didn't have any fancy color pencils. I literally used like the ones they give you in kindergarten. And it is finally done. Look at it. Yay! Yay! I hope people like this. Spreading the holiday spirit. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and I hope you are all enjoying yourselves this time of year. See you guys next time. Bye!